Some of the most powerful moments in leadership don't come from what we say. They come from what we don't rush to fix. Today, we're talking about the quiet strength of presence, the courage it takes to hold space, and how that one leadership skill can transform your relationships, your impact, and your team's performance. This is The Courageous Exchange, and I'm Deb Carville, a people-first leader and coach who believes that how we show up matters more than what we say. Let's explore the art of holding space. If you listened to our earlier episode on the power of the pause, you'll remember how we explored silence and stillness as a personal leadership tool, a way to ground yourself, create space, and respond with intention. In this episode, we're building on that practice, but with a shift, because holding space isn't just about what happens inside you, it's about how you show up for others. Pausing centers you, holding space connects you, and together, they create the foundation for courageous, trust-filled leadership. Holding space means allowing someone else to fully express their thoughts, feelings, or process without rushing to fix it, explain it, or fill in the blanks. It means staying present without judgment. It means being steady in moments of discomfort. It means trusting that what's unfolding is exactly what's needed, even when it's messy. It's not passive. It's not silence for silence sake. It's intentional, it's generous, and it's one of the greatest gifts we can give another person, especially in leadership. Take a breath with me here, because understanding what holding space is also means we need to understand what it's not. So let's clear something up. Holding space is not tuning out or detaching. It's not giving up your voice. It's not avoiding tough conversations. And it's not pretending everything's okay when it's not. It's not about disappearing. It's about being with. Being with emotion, being with uncertainty, being with complexity without needing to fix it or force it. So why is something that sounds so simple so difficult to practice? As leaders, we are often praised for action, for solving, for knowing what to do. But presence, stillness, that doesn't always get rewarded. So when someone brings us discomfort, frustration, fear, conflict, our instinct is to make it better, to fix, to fill the silence. But silence isn't emptiness, it's space. And space is where trust, insight, and growth can happen. When we hold space well, people feel seen. People think more clearly. People learn to trust themselves, not just us. And over time, that builds psychological safety, better collaboration, and deeper relationships. Let me share what this looked like for me in real life, because the lessons were unforgettable. I remember a coaching client early in my career. She was overwhelmed, burned out, and spiraling in self-doubt. And my instinct, I wanted to jump in with a tool, a framework, a solution. I wanted to fix it, but I didn't. I breathed, I grounded myself, and I simply said, you don't have to make sense of all of it right now. I'm here with you. And in that space, in that pause, she cried, not because she was weak, but because she finally felt safe. She didn't need a fix. She needed a witness. And from that moment, her clarity came back, her energy returned, not because I told her what to do, but because I held space for her to reconnect with her own knowing. That story reminded me, holding space doesn't mean giving everything away. So let's talk about what it looks like to hold space and hold on to yourself. So let's be real. Holding space doesn't mean carrying someone else's pain. It doesn't mean abandoning your boundaries. True space holding means staying grounded in yourself, being compassionate without overfunctioning, and listening without absorbing. It's okay to take breaks. to breathe, to protect your own capacity, especially if you're someone who naturally holds space for others every day. This is a skill and a practice. And it isn't just about one-on-one connection. When leaders master this skill, the ripple effect is undeniable, especially across teams. When leaders hold space well, it changes the room. People bring more of themselves. They speak with more clarity. They solve more creatively. And most importantly, they feel safe. Psychological safety is one of the strongest predictors of high-performing teams. And one of the ways we create that safety is by learning to hold space with presence, patience, and trust. Holding space isn't just good for relationships, it drives results. When people feel heard, they perform better. When they're not rushed, they think more deeply. When they feel seen, they step up. So don't underestimate this skill. It might not be loud, but it's powerful. If you're still wondering whether presence really makes that big of a difference, the science says yes. Research in neuroscience shows that when someone feels heard and not judged, their brain releases oxytocin, the hormone tied to trust and connection. This doesn't happen when they're interrupted or rushed. And according to a study published in the Harvard Business Review, employees who feel psychologically safe are more likely to take smart risks, share ideas, and admit mistakes, all of which are crucial for team innovation and performance. Practicing presence isn't soft, it's strategic. You want to build this skill? Here are 2 ways to start. 1, practice the 5-second pause. After someone finishes speaking, count to 5 in your head before responding. Let silence do its job. Let them fill it or not. And number 2, reflect instead of respond. Instead of answering right away, say, "That sounds like it really matters to you." Or, "You've clearly thought a lot about this. What's standing out to you right now?" These moments reinforce safety. They show you're listening, not leading the conversation. And that's where real connection grows. So how do we take all of this and apply it to real leadership moments? Let's start here. Think of a recent conversation where you interrupted, redirected, or jumped in to solve. What might have shifted if you paused instead? How would it feel to simply stay and hold space for one more beat? And the next time someone shares something hard, try this. I don't need to fix this. I just need to be with them. Let that be your anchor. Let presence do the heavy lifting. Holding space isn't always comfortable, but it is courageous. And in a world full of noise, urgency, and answers, your calm, grounded presence might be the most powerful leadership move you make today. Keep breathing, keep pausing, keep leading with heart. Until next time, this is the Courageous Exchange.